find this Pocahontas thing. See, I thought I had put it at the top of the stack, and it is at the top of the stack. I just got to find the stack. Nah, it's not going to be in that stack. No, it's not about crazy Bernie calling her a capitalist. She's making some comment on how here it is. Here it is. It was a tweet that she sent out at 9:25 this morning. The story. See, this is Columbus Day, so you know what that means. You got to dump on Columbus. He's responsible for everything. He's responsible for horses and horsemen. He's responsible for white Europeans coming here corrupting, polluting. He's responsible for syphilis. He's responsible for climate change, STDs, you name it. Do you know why? Columbus has become a hero to the Italian-American community. Does anybody know why? It's not just because he's from Italy. And it was the Queen of Spain that paid for his trips. Folks, in the 1400s, to get on a boat and sail to what everybody's telling you is the edge of the earth, that took a little guts. They thought the earth was flat. Most people thought that Columbus was going to fall off. Nobody knew where you went when you fell off the edge of the earth, but they thought that it was flat and you're going to fall off. They had no idea. Now, Columbus thought he had reached India when he actually reached what's now called the West Indies, the Caribbean, and that's why the Native Americans end up being called Indians in part. But no, when Italian-American immigration began in the United States in earnest in the late 1800s, they were manifestly undesired by American people at large, the American population at large. My grandfather, by the way, who was born in 1896, told me all about him. He would have been in his 20s in 1915 and so forth. He constantly was telling me about how raucous and polarizing and vicious immigration debates were when he was a kid. And he was trying to tell me, this is back in the 1980s, early 90s, mid-90s. He's trying to tell me this immigration stuff, Russia's the same as it has been for 100 years. There's nothing new about it. It's just different groups are coming and we're having different reactions. There's nothing new about it. But at the time, there may not have been. There is now. And, of course, that is all the immigrants in that era were attempting to become Americans. They were trying to meld into the American culture. This is not happening with illegal immigration today. And, of course, back the immigration my grandfather was talking about was legal immigration, and there was still massive controversy about it. And in New Orleans, some Italian Americans were killed in a mass murder, and Italian Americans decided to adopt Columbus as their hero to give themselves strength and a hero to stand by. They created Columbus Circle in New York City. And it's because of the reaction Italian Americans got. I'm really shortening. This is a short version of the story, but that's why Columbus is an Italian American hero. They're kind of trying to destroy the guy now, throwing red paint on his statues out in San Francisco. And then Pocahontas tweeted, "The story of America's mistreatment of indigenous peoples is long and painful. And yet, Native communities have proven resilient. We owe these indigenous peoples our respect, and we must honor our government's commitments and promises to them." She's so right, folks. Pocahontas here is so right. In fact, let me tell you how bad it is. It is so bad that some really, really very white people even pretend to be Native Americans so they can get well-paid gigs at Harvard Law School. Did you know that? So, yeah, she's got a point here.